Hello children, hope you all are doing good, and today I am here to discuss how to write a complaint letter. In this video, we can see the format of writing a complaint letter, 2 sample questions, then certain tips to score full marks. First of all, we can look at the format. As you know, this complaint letter is an official type, so official letter format should be followed. First of all, sender's address should be written. Sender's address. So usually in the question, they might have given one address. You can copy the same address to your answer sheet. That should be written at the left hand side. Everything, that means sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, salutation, complimentary clause, everything should be written at the left hand side itself. Okay, so first of all we are writing sender's address, then we should leave one line and write date. Date should be written. Then next one is receiver's address. First one sender's address, then receiver's address, that will also be there in the question. So copy the same. Then again we should leave one line, then write the subject. While you write the subject, you should write the word subject, then write the subject in simple lines. After the subject, salutation. You can write sir or madam. Then after salutation, we are writing the complete content of the letter. Then after all those, we should write one complimentary clause. Okay, so this is how the format of writing a letter, a complaint letter. Now we can look at one question to understand it better. First one, you are Sanjeet of 122 Arjun Nagar, New Delhi. A number of scooters and cars are parked in your locality without any order, causing blockage of the streets. Write a letter to the local secretary of the Residents Association complaining against this problem. So this is a question given, and we can look how to write answer for this. First of all, sender's address should be there, isn't it? So we are writing the given address itself. In the question they had given one address, we can copy the same. Okay, so first of all, the name of the person should be written, Sanjeet. Then 122 Arjun Nagar, that's a address. Then place, New Delhi. This is how we should write the address. First of all, name, then the house name or street name, then the name of the place. So after writing that, we should leave one line. Then write the date. While you write the date, it's better to write the name of the month in complete words, like given 20th February 2020. 20th February. Instead of writing abbreviations, FEB or short forms, we wrote the complete spelling, the complete word February is being written. So this is how you should write the date. Then receiver's address. Before writing receiver's address, we left one line, and after that we wrote the secretary. As per the given address, he is a Residents Association president, so secretary of Residents Association, then the place New Delhi. So this is how we should write the address. After that, we are leaving one more line, and next thing we should write is subject. So here we should write the word subject. You might have noticed that in receiver's address or sender's address or date, we did not write date or to or from. Don't write to, from, date and all. Okay, just write the address, just write the date, that's enough. But in case of subject, we should mention the word subject, then write the subject like given. Okay, so first of all, write the word subject, then write the subject of your letter in simple line. Okay, maximum one sentence should be there. Try to write everything in small phrases. So this is how a subject should be. What's the subject of our letter? Complaint regarding the issue of bad parking habits in the locality. So this is the subject, and after writing the subject, you should underline it with a pencil. So underline the complete subject using a pencil. The next thing is salutation. We wrote sir here. Okay, so this is how we should write, or we should start our letter. And next is the content. We can look how we start this content. I would like to drive your attention to the bad parking habits of residents in our locality. It is resulting in a lot of gas and no place for parking for those who come back late. So, first of all, we wrote what's the problem. Okay, so this is the problem. I would like to drive your attention to the bad parking habits of residents in our locality. No need of any informal questions like I hope you are doing good, fine and all. Okay, so we can just start with our problem itself. Here it is written like that. And as the next paragraph, we are giving the complete details of that problem. Okay, despite defining the area assigned to each vehicle, cars are parked amidst two parking spots. One vehicle occupies a space for 2-3 vehicles, leading to mismanagement. Two-wheelers are placed nowhere near the allotted zone. This creates problem for other people as they have to then spend a lot of time finding parking spots in other localities. It induces frustration and tension for safety of vehicles. So this is a complete problem. These are the problems. Okay, so we wrote the complete problem here. The first paragraph we gave a small introduction. Then in the second paragraph we gave a complete detail of that the same problem. And in the next paragraph we should write what's the next thing he should do. Okay, look at this next paragraph. Various notices and warnings have been given to the rule violators, but to our dismay, no betterment can be seen. Okay, then what's the next thing he should do? I request you to take strict action as this is leading to fights between the residents. So he should take a strict action. Okay, an effective and speedy action is expected considering the depth of the situation. This line can be written for any of the complaint letters. Okay, this last sentence. So in the last paragraph we gave a suggestion, or we are asking him to take an action immediately. Okay, this is how we should conclude the letter. So 3 paragraphs, maximum 3 paragraphs, and don't expand it by including many details. Just write the problem, explain the problem, and what's the next thing he should do. That should also be written. That's enough. Okay, so in the first paragraph we just gave an introduction. In the second paragraph we explained the problem, and in the third paragraph we just asked him to find a remedy for this, and we are suggesting him what a remedy for this. Okay, that's all. So this is the content of your letter. And next is a complimentary clause. You should write yours sincerely, and not the point while you write yours, y should be capital, and yours don't put apostrophe for yours. Okay, yours sincerely, then name of the person who writes this letter, Sanjeet. What is he? He's a concerned citizen. That's all. So this is how we should write a complaint letter. Okay, we can look at one more question. Write a letter to Mr. or Mrs. HMT Corporation Chandigarh complaining that the wristwatch you recently bought from them does not function properly and ask for replacement. You are Deepthi or Deepak Gupta, 450 Sector 20, Chandigarh. So this is another question on the same. Okay, you should write a complaint letter here again. And as 2 names are given, you can choose. Okay, it's your choice to write the name. So here I wrote Deepthi, one name is written, that's all, Deepthi. Then the given address is copied, 450 Sector 20, Chandigarh. Then one line is left, then the date, 1st March 2020. Then again one more line is left, then Mr. or Mrs. HMT Corporation Customer Complaint Division, Chandigarh. So 2 address are being written. Then next is subject. We should write the subject, isn't it? So first of all, the word subject is written. Then we are writing that subject in simple line. Okay, complaint regarding functioning of watch and its replacement. Then after writing that subject, underline it. The next thing is salutation. Again we should leave one more line and write sir. Then after writing sir, we are moving to the content part, and here it is. On February 27th, 2020, I bought a Titan watch model number 2356 worth 5500 from your store. So we are giving an introduction for our problem. This is a problem. The next, unfortunately, your product has not performed well. The watch doesn't work half the time despite several attempts at changing its battery. I am highly disappointed because such act of neglect is not expected from such a renowned store. So we are explaining the problem here. The next, to resolve the problem, I would appreciate you changing the watch with a new fully functioning model. I have the receipt intact. Enclosed are the copies of receipt along with the guarantee card. I look forward to your reply and a resolution to my problem and will wait until a week before seeking help from a consumer protection agency. Please contact me at the above address or by phone at a number is been written. That's all. So in the first paragraph, we just gave an introduction for a problem. In the second paragraph, we explained the problem, and in the third paragraph, we just said him what's the next thing he should do. Okay. Last, as a closure, we are giving a little more details about his contact. Okay, that means to what he should contact and what's the next thing he should do. Okay. So this is another type of complaint letter. That's why I gave this type 2. The first type was a general issue and the second one is a personal issue. So these are the two types of complaint letters we can expect for our exam. Okay. So here we should include little more things. After writing in the closure, after writing yours sincerely and name, we are just writing what are the things we enclosed. Okay, we included in this enclosure one receipt and guarantee card. These two things are enclosed in this letter. So this is the another type of a complaint letter. So these are the two types of complaint letters we should study or prepare for our exam. And here I am going to give you certain tips for complaint letter writing. Okay. So what are the tips we can look? First of all, use a tone that is polite and simple. We should not use aggravative language, or we should not use impolite words. So our language should be polite and simple. Second one, try to be formal and avoid using offensive and disrespectful words. So our way of writing should be in a formal way, and don't use offensive words, disrespectful words and all. Even though it's a complaint letter, we should never do it. Next one, make sure that you introduce yourself properly. So your introduction, what's the thing happened, that's been done in the first paragraph. Okay. Then the purpose of writing should be loud and clear. So loud and clear here denotes the problem should be understood by that person. Okay. So then only they can take an action against it. So that's why we should write the problem very clearly. Then do not deviate from the topic and write to the point. So while you start complaining about something, don't go beat about the bush. That means we should write the point very clear. Okay, don't deviate from the topic. The next one, make sure you adhere to the format as it carries marks. The format of writing a formal letter is very important because that carries mark. The next point is underline the subject of the letter with a pencil. While we write the subject, you should underline that subject with a pencil. Use a pencil and scale for underlining. Don't give extra decorations. Okay, use a pencil and scale and just draw a straight line. That's enough. Then make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spelling. They carry marks. So grammatically sentences should be correct. Then the spellings should also be checked well because they carry marks. Then last point, leave an adequate number of lines between paragraphs to make it look clean. So after writing each paragraph, leave one line. So the complete letter looks clean by that. Okay, so your writing should be complete and clean and perfect so that you can score full marks for your complaint letter. I hope you understood this very well, and see you in the next class with another topic. Thank you.